Yo, what is up guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video where we are featuring a new Shadow Pokemon, Shadow Alolan Ninetaes. Viewer of the channel, Camo, we're going to call him, was nice enough to send in some footage already. So shout out to Camo. And he's running it alongside a popular core of Medicham and Bastiodon, a pretty meta core. And we're going to see how Alolan Ninetaes can function as a safe swap with these two, and also just how it performs on its own. He's going to swap it right away after the tough lead and going to commit a shield. And the opponent went for the Shadow Ball. That was daring. So a nice shield. Going for the Dazzling Gleam here. Going to draw a shield from the Azumarill. And let's see what he decides to do here. Azumarill add a move. Going for the Ice Beam bait. Going for the Weather Ball here. I don't think this is the correct play. I don't necessarily see Azu shielding this, right? Because we know Azu's sort of super bulky, can take a move. So a bit of a misplay there. But one thing I wanted to mention was Alolan Ninetails' Shadow form, I think, is pretty much a strict upgrade from its normal form. The ability to do extra damage with each Powder Snow and spam off these Weather Balls so quickly that do extra damage is just very valuable. When you see Pokemon get their Shadow upgrades, or they're not always necessarily upgrades, but they're Shadow variants, sometimes they could be a side grade. Maybe one's better for certain reasons, one's better for other reasons. Kind of like Swampert, right? Shadow Swampert is better for some reasons, like it can flip the Noctowl matchup because 2 Hydros KOs. Or the normal Swampert might be better in some scenarios because, like against Charmers, for example, you can oftentimes get to 3 Hydros against Charmers if you're running normal Swampert. So they have their pros and cons. I think Registeel is definitely a downgrade. I think it's a strict downgrade because of its Shadow form. One thing that makes Registeel so good is its bulk, right? Extremely bulky steel type. As we see, there's a Noctowl in the back, so I think Noctowl's going to be able to live this Ice Punch no problem and take out the Medi. But Registeel is so good because of its bulk, and one thing that doesn't help it with the Shadow upgrade is normally when you have a Shadow Pokemon, you're doing 20% more damage, you're taking 20% more damage, and that includes your fast moves, right? Well, Lock-On is base 1 damage, right? So Registeel isn't going to be doing any more Lock-On damage despite being a Shadow form. So that kind of helps it, or hurts it rather. Whereas Ninetales, I think the Shadow really helps it because you're just outputting a lot more damage with those Powder Snows and with those Weather Balls that add up very quickly. So hopefully we get to see it go off one of these games. But we've got Medicham into Lantern. Nice quick reaction there to swap Ninetales into Trev. They're probably going to have to shield this to survive. Weather Ball knocks it out. And not like it's a huge deal. Like obviously normal Ninetales would do well there as well. But I don't think the Weather Ball would have quite one-shot after like 5 Powder Snows. You know, I don't hate this, I guess, just going straight Weather Ball to chip, but you probably want to at least build up to the Dazzling Gleam. Otherwise, there's no way Lantern's going to shield. But I guess this is just kind of like reliable damage, just spamming off. Oh, man. Oh, my God, this is so over. This is so over. Kind of unnecessary, right? Could have just thrown the Weather Ball at the Lantern and would have won anyway. But is playing kind of aggressive, kind of dynamic. Just throwing energy left and right. Noctowl's going to be forced to throw here, and there's a big wall face waiting for the Noctowl. Oh my gosh, what is he doing? Is he like trying to flex? Is he trying to get his opponent's hopes up for no reason? I don't know. But here comes Wallface, and the opponent knows it's over. And they top left out of there. Nice win. Just as long as he kept alignment, he was going to be good. Opponent, opponent's Noctowl really had nowhere to go in the back, so probably going to swap out of here, yep, into A9 right away. What's it going to be countered by? G-Fisk. This is what I wanted to see, because I'm pretty sure Ninetales can either flip this matchup or make it very close with its Shadow variant. Because now the Powder Snows and the Weather Ball just adding up a little more. He's going to shield the first. I'd recommend letting the first go, to be honest. Because then you can kind of play it out from there. Because he's still going to live this, right, and get to another Rock Slide. But he shields. Okay, so he's already shielding. Gets to another Weather Ball here. G-Fisk is probably going for the double up. Oh, man. Gets both shields. Like, look how uncomfortable this matchup is for the G-Fisk. And Ninetales might live a Rock Slide. No, not quite. But Ninetales just got both shields from that Galarian Stunfisk on the swap in. And now you farm down with your Medi. Can shield the Earthquake if you want. They give up Switch. Why is everybody giving up Switch? No, opponent. This is not the play, in my opinion. But now you just fully farm down Knock. Probably going to have to eat 3 Shadow Balls. But you'll come out with a Flamethrower loaded for the Stunfisk, which might be in Flamethrower range. Might be in Flamethrower range. Knock ET, just so bulky. Gonna get off a 3rd Shadow Ball here. Put the Bastiodon into the reddish. Not quite. Gets the full smack down. Does G-Fisk come back? No shield for the opponent. Kind of awkward. Medi. Okay. Nice patience there to not just blind throw the move. Because now should be good. Because Medi should be able to just sweep here by shielding. I guess you don't even necessarily need to shield. Kind of awkward. Yeah, because like you could just put it on Basti at this point, right? Flamethrower pretty much takes out. Opponent baits as well. This could be the Psychic, but he's still just going to let it go. And the opponent is 2 bait happy. 2 bait happy. And now he's going to shield. I don't know why you don't just throw your Ice Punch there immediately. It's beyond me, but I guess he wanted to farm down so he could Psychic for a little bit of BM. Or maybe he just thought that was the win condition. I don't know. Medi takes out Medi for the win. Nicely done. And it shall be on to the next one. Camo playing that guitar. He's got the Ho-Oh wings. Looks like a rock star. And going up against Olive. Olive, like the girl in the show Manifest. Anybody watch Manifest? Pretty good show. Pretty good show. I really liked it at the start. I feel like it kind of, I don't know. I think it kind of drags on. I feel like every episode, it's kind of like the same thing at some point. But I think it's still a good show. Gonna aggressively swap Basti. Wow, this is a bold swap. It's a bold swap. Let's see if it works out for him. Okay, they come in with Venu, so this is not bad at all for Basti. This is a pretty even matchup. Flamethrower coming through. Gonna grab a shield from Venu. Venu farming up a bunch. Gonna get off the first Frenzy Plant here. Bastiodon's gonna tank it, no problem. Looks like Basti can probably live another and get to this Flamethrower. So that's exactly what Camo is gonna do here. Takes the Frenzy. Gets off the Flamethrower. Does Venu bother committing another shield? I wouldn't think so. Venu does. Wow. But now you just get combo played by the Ice Punch. So I think that's why you couldn't really shield that if you're Venu. Venu gets Ice Punched. In comes Skarm. And honestly, A9 just sweeps here. Like, if he throws at Medi, it's even better for you. He does go for the full farm down, but at this point, he's super low. He's in, like, Weather Ball range. And Alolan Ninetales is still fairly healthy, right? But it's got no shields. It's got no shields. Oh, is he going to come in with Basti? He's going to come in with Basti. Oh, my God. He can't even farm it down. But then Umbreon farms it down. And Umbreon's lower than I thought. So, honestly, you could just, like, Weather Ball this, farm down, probably. Commits 1 shield. You got to save the next shield for Skarm, but I don't think you even need to, because this will KO. And you just shield once, and then you win CMP. Because worst case scenario, they have 100 energy, which would allow them to bank a Sky Attack and a Brave Bird. But as you see, Sky Attack, or an Air Slash went through after the Sky Attack, so he didn't have double. And we get the win. On to the next one. I think there's one more battle. Yeah. I really love the G-Fisk matchup for a Shadow A9. I think that's where it's going to really shine, especially like when you swap in and get 1 or 2 head start, and then G-Fisk swaps in. Okay, they come in with Surfetched here. I can't imagine Surfetched wins this. It's just going to get outpaced, right? 5-4 for every 2 Weather Balls versus 5 for every move for Surfetched. And it looks like Ninetales should get to 3 moves here. So Surfetched, if I'm the Surfetched, I think I have to let this go. But let's see what they do. They shield. I guess it kind of makes sense. Surfetched should have thrown its move there. Surfetched should have thrown its move because you would have gotten the last shield. So a bit of a misplay by the opponent. Because now not only does Ninetales win switch, but it's up a shield as well. And then this is just game over, dude. This is just game over. Like, it was probably game over anyway. But if the opponent throws their move with the Surfetched, right, you at least probably get the shield from Ninetales. And then you come in with Knocked. And then they come in with Basti. You swap Medi. They have to swap their own Medi. And if you can take out their Medi and get off some valuable counter damage on Basti, maybe you still have a chance. But still would have been an uphill battle. Nice set there featuring the Shadow A9 from Camo. Thank you, dude, for the submission. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Shadow A9, it's a force to be reckoned with. And I'm excited to get my hands on one as well and start using it in the Go Battle League. Once again, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. Comment down below. All comments are appreciated. And that said, thank you once again. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.